Hello everybody. I guess you already heard about the big new update 6.0 that is coming in 2023 for X4 Foundations. It will be released together with our new expansion, Kingdom and which will be introducing the Boron. I guess this is not news to you. What I want to do in this video is explain a little bit about what major features we are bringing with 6.0 and why it's a big deal for us. Also talk a little bit about what's going on at Egosoft in general and our plans for the future. So 6.0 brings especially an entirely new tech to the table, X-Tech 5 we call it, and that's a major deal for us. It's especially a new physics engine that we are introducing with the update 6.0, and that's also a reason why this beta that just started will probably take longer than a normal beta for the other updates so far. So what is this? It's based on the Jolt physics engine, completely replacing what we had so far, and this is a very deep change to our tech. Especially when it comes to collision detections and things like that. So please help us test this. That would be really helpful. In addition to the physics update, however, there's also a really major new evolution for our graphics engine, and that's also a big deal. You can see this in the material that I'm running in the background. It's really awesome. We have very improved shadows, for example, but in general we worked a lot on the lighting of the game. So you will note that sunlight can now get much more intensive than it did before, and that's in part also related to the way reflections are done in indoor locations, because this always limited us in the past with what we could do. So there is new so-called environment probes that allow us to do this better. This connects very nicely also with the screen space reflections that we already introduced, I think in 4.0, 5.0. Anyway, it's a major step that we are bringing with this new update. Again, this of course needs some more testing, and there may be further features coming before the final release of 6.0. The engine graphic technology is work in progress, and this is a big deal for us. See the beauty of it in the background. Of course, some of those features are getting to its best visuals with the DLC, with the expansion Kingdom End. So you will see some of the new shader technology, the new engine technology, especially nicely with the new Boron assets. But it's not limited to that. Obviously, we always try to bring as much as possible to the main game, to everybody, to all the previous expansions as well. Another important thing with this expansion this year is that it is completing the universe in a way. This is why we are also marketing X4 now as the complete edition. That does not mean, by the way, that we are done with X4. We will continue to work on X4 after this expansion. That doesn't mean we also work on future games, but X4 is not done yet. We are definitely working on more after this one. But of course, the Boron were the last of the big factions of the game from the past, from X3, from X2, that was missing, and so this is now introduced, and that's why it's now so to speak the complete major universe, and that's what we are focusing also on with our new bundles. You can now basically upgrade to the complete edition in the form of a bundle and have the full experience with the full universe. And yeah, as I said, the Boron will have some cool new engine technology used on their assets. One thing that is pretty obvious is what we call parallax occlusion mapping that helps us detail out the surfaces, and but it's not just that. You can also see some really cool new shader tech that we are using with the surfaces of Boron stations and ships. You can see that in the background. It's a big deal for us. Of course, the new stuff in 6.0 is not limited just to the new tech. That's the foundation. That's what a lot of work goes into. But on top of it, of course, there's also a lot of improvements in the game itself, game logic. And one really cool new feature, for example, is the live stream camera. A lot of the footage that you're seeing in the background is captured with this new mode. It's a new camera mode that basically shows the universe in its beauty in a more or less automatic mode. We are still working on it, and the way it is basically packaged in the game will be in the form of streams that you can log into if you have the rights. So basically, the different factions of the game have these streams where they are observing all of their ships, all of their stations, and if you are allied with a faction, or if you are in the right location, you can tap into these streams and see their stuff. But of course, this is most important for your own universe. So this is a really nice reward once you have a lot of stations, a lot of ships in the game, that you cannot just watch them on the map, but if you just click a single button, you can actually watch it live and jump from object to object, and also quickly get from the map to the object visually and backwards from the object to the map in order to control it and see what's going on in your universe. That's a really nice feature, just also to enjoy the beauty of what's going on in X universe. There are, of course, also a lot of other gameplay improvements, user interface improvements, quality of life stuff, lots of that. Also AI improvements. For example, we have a new intersector defense feature for carriers. So if you have a carrier ship, you can basically have groups of its subordinates defend multiple sectors at once. Which adds a really nice new functionality to owning such an expensive ship. So late game, obviously, is expensive, harder to get, but really cool. There's also other improvements in the X-Tech 5 deeper engine development, like performance improvements. Obviously, that's something we are always working on, also for loading and saving. Don't expect miracles. The universe is big. We have an awful lot of data that we have to process whenever we save and load. But I know this is, especially for people that have a really massive universe, getting longer. So we worked a lot on improving the performance for that, and I think the team really did a great job on that as well. So yeah, lots of stuff going on with 6.0. Please help us test it. The beta is out now. Try it out and back up your save games. That's important. Follow the instructions. It's explained there. Soon after this test is a little bit further, we will then also be showing more of Kingdom End, which will be coming out this year, and also hopefully have a little bit more details about the online experiments we are doing with the ventures. I've talked about that in the past. This is something we are definitely still following up on. There is work going on there. It might not be released together with Kingdom End, but maybe we will go into a beta a little bit after that, so that people can once again play together with their friends and try out ventures like sending ships to other player universes. This is something we're really looking forward to, and also get some of direct interactions with your friends back into X4. Yeah, looking forward to a lot of exciting stuff happening in 2023 for Egosoft and the X community. So enjoy, and let us know what you think. Thanks.